You're welcome to the Premier Top 4 Podcast. I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing me today. Three up loose is a record on this channel. So we are focusing on the Liverpool versus Man City. It was the biggest clash of the weekend, and then we wanted to see who was going to actually win the league. And looks like this was a statement win, and Liverpool looks like they're going to run away with the league because Chelsea and Arsenal are the closest to them, and it's a lot of points now. So let's see how the slot machine was put or was putting into place, and then how it's been working so far, and how the coach that people claim to be the all-time best is fumbling the league so hard this season. Okay. So before we move into it, as you already know, my name is Chris, and then my pundit here is Owusu as well. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe because every weekend we bring you the review of the matches between Manchester, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Okay, so the lineup that slots went for was Kelleher in post, Alexander Arnold, Joe Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson. And then in the midfield, McAllister, Gravenberg. And then in the attack, he went for Salah, Gakpo, Soboslai, and then Diaz. So that was a surprise for people because the way he lined up, we were expecting, a striker to be, but he didn't bring any striker. He made sure that he filled the midfield to make sure he dominates against City. And then City went for Ellen Haaland and Darwin Nunes, Foden, Rico Lewis, and then in the midfield, Gundogan and Silva, and in the back line was Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, Ake, and then Ortega. So it looks like all the two teams had their second keeper who starting. And then the weird thing about what's the name? City's coach Pep that we are surprised about is that he started five defenders. Are you not surprised? Those five defenders.
Pep's always overthinking.
It tells you that if if you are losing, it's different. The guy has not been tasted defeat like this before. You should call Mourinho and ask him how have you survived moving from the top, being the best, and then losing and all that. It looks like he has not seen some. How are you starting five defenders against this one, Liverpool, a very crucial match like this. So let's just begin. The first 10 minutes, my goodness. Also, did you watch the first 10 minutes of the match? The first 10 minutes, also.
Oh, clash of the Titans. Two Premier League greats meeting. Both are on form. It's unfortunate that Manchester City has had a dip in form, but we always knew what we were expecting, that it wasn't going to be easy. And yeah, it showed up to be like that. Both teams showed signs of, you know, um, going at each other. And yeah, it wasn't really bad. First 10 minutes was hot. People trying to find spaces to get the early goal, but it just didn't work for both teams. And also clarification on the lineup. It was Matthews, Nunes in City.
Nunes.
Yeah,
Yes, Nunes.
you
I
were
think
saying
I
that.
made it. But for some reason, since Nunes started playing, they've been losing.
Honestly, I was just reviewing the guy's performance over the few games that he has played. It doesn't add so much to Pep's team.
He's been playing up to position two. I don't know what's happening to Pep. Why is he playing as a winger?
Pep Guardiola. He always overthinks. Like we are saying, you've gone down in terms of results, and you want to come up and show something, and you are bringing in five defenders to play against this lethal attack against Liverpool. He knows what he is thinking and whatever advice he's getting from his bench. So Pep has always been Pep. He just wants to surprise people. Maybe it could be one of those days he's overthinking.
So one thing I really don't like when people talk about Pep is what you are saying. When he make mistakes, people are saying he's overthinking. He's making mistakes, clear mistakes. Why? It's like he's not prone to mistakes. It's like he's this guy that
No,
nobody have to say everything.
it's
And it's like when against Chelsea in the final. Do you remember that final where he started with no DM, and when people were like, "Oh, he's overthinking it." Meanwhile, in the previous two occasions, he started with one DM, lost two DMs, lost, and said, "No, now no DM." So you guys are
yeah,
saying,
it's kind of funny because the game you referred to, he had played Chelsea twice before that final, and then he started with one and then two, and both ways he seemed not to have gotten the result. So okay, if I tried one and two and they are not working, I don't have three, so let me go with zero. So yeah, like the guy is always over. You can put it that way that mostly when he's making mistakes, people think he's overthinking, but it is what it is. Whether it was a mistake or he was overthinking, in this, like at the end of the day, he just didn't get it right. So yeah, that's Pep for you.
Yeah, I think now he understands Kwesi Appiah, how it is to be Kwesi Appiah, how you be losing matches and all that. He thinks it's easy every day winning like that. Okay, so the way Liverpool dominated the first half was incredible. They actually scored within the 10 minutes, first 10 minutes of the match. They came out playing like the Klopp system where they are relentless. They are coming at you. Every ball, every pass, every moment, they were just coming and coming and coming. It looks like that was the game plan to score in the first 15 minutes and then relax from there. And the game plan, luckily for them, worked. That's one thing about Sloss. It's like whatever he comes up with works. What did he like? What I'm asking myself, that what did he see in this City team that he decided that though he's always the reserved one, always trying to control the play and all that, how did he decide that I'm just coming at these people within the first 15 minutes and I'm getting my goal?
Yeah, one thing is for sure. They say when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Coming into this game, I'm sure he has seen what other teams have seen during City's past six games, studied it well, and used it to his advantage. Those guys are not cool headed, they seem pretty lost. So when you go at them in the early 10 or 15, 20 minutes, you are either going to get the better of them, or you just see how, or you just realize or analyze how they are going to soak the pressure you take, and then maybe if you have a backup plan, you roll it out. And it's not easy for um was it's not easy for Liverpool because, well, it's Manchester City. Going against them, you have to expect anything. They just have one injury. Which is Rodri, and people think that is what is causing the downfall of the team. It could be, but there's always somebody to slot in and take charge. Liverpool on the other side, I think they've not really gotten much from the media because there's no like hype around them on social media. People like pushing them, edging them on. Unlike if it were to be Chelsea or Manchester United, where a lot of people are like, they are going for the league, they are going for the league. Everybody seems to be cool headed around them. So it's also good. There's no like pressure on them at the moment. The pressure is going to start right after this particular game because right now we are heading into the busy schedules, Christmas, a lot of games to play, and we are just going to see what's going to happen. If fatigue is going to set in, how they are going to manage those suspensions, injuries. Well, we're just going to know what's going to come in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
And I think one thing people keep forgetting is that I think I saw something about Ateta trying to advise Liverpool that anything can happen in the league and all that. I'm like, hey, bro, have you won the league before? Are you the one to advise these players who have won the league before? Who knows the ins and the outs of winning a league? How to win a
Yeah,
league? The fact is, these
they've
players have won it before and they
they've
know
won
what it
before,
takes to win. And that's the difference. They know
and
what
that's
it
a
takes to win.
it's a good team the man inherited. Everything is fully packed. He's not made any major signings. Everything Klopp left, he's using them perfectly, and it's like you've gone to a store to get something. Maybe you have an idea what you want, but you just got this piece of apparel and you just fit in so well. It's like it was actually made for you. That's how Anslot is feeling right now. When you have the best team like molded and woven for you, just apply a little bit pressure, and that is it. You are good to go.
And then the fact that Liverpool could have scored so many goals in the first half. That's
Yeah.
the Van Dijk's header that he missed.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's
it's-
two good headers, and Gakpo also delaying on a few counters. Yeah, it shows you how good they are. If they had taken all of at least two or three of those chances, City would have been doomed and would have been a very
and
bad result for them.
and let's chip in something small. It shows how good Chelsea is as well. That this team couldn't dominate, and it looks like we could have actually gotten something from the game.
Yeah, of course. Chelsea are good. Like we were saying, is the youthful nature of our team, lack of leadership and all of that. That is what is um hurting Chelsea at the moment. But with the right time, right frame of experience and all of that, we are sure that going forward, we are going to have a position somewhere in top four. So it shouldn't be much of a big deal for us right now. We are now gelling.
Okay,
We'll
so my
definitely.
issue is that my issue is that why do you have what's the name of this Belgian dribbler in this City team? I keep
Doku.
forgetting. Doku in your team, and you are starting uh, uh, this midfield, attacking midfielder as a winger, and then you keep saying that you don't have players. What's going on? What's happening to Pep? Like they are clear,
It's
like defensively they are gone. Like it's gone. The attack is. It looks like even what's the name? Why am I missing names today? It's so funny.
it happens, man.
It looks like I'm feeling like Pep now.
It happens. It happens.
Like what's the name? What's the name of their striker? Haaland. Haaland is even
Haaland.
missing chances, and it's like there's something clearly wrong. Do you think there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't know, or it's just tactical?
Well, for for City's situation, it's very hard to tell because with the exception of Rodri, everybody else is fit. They started the league pretty much were getting 2 goals off Chelsea and getting their first 3 points. They stayed on top until Liverpool's defeat, and then they also came back and took over from them when City started slipping, drawing with the teams they were supposed to beat. Well, for City, like I'm saying, it's very hard to tell whether it's psychological or it's just complacency or there's no motivation for the players at the moment. I don't know because it seems they've won it all. Haaland in his first season, second season, getting so many goals. Like I don't know if to say people have started getting the rhythm of how they send passes to him, but he's been getting good clear cut chances, and they don't seem just to enter the net. Right? They keep playing good football, but something is just not adding up. If it's lack of motivation, I don't know. Tactically, well, how tactical can Feyenoord be when you've won 3-0 and in just in 15 minutes to close the game, you give away that lead and you only settled for a draw. It's clearly lack of confidence or maybe lack of motivation.
So
I don't
is
know
it a
what's happening.
defense? Because today, like this, look at the mistakes that they did to cause the penalty. Because they could have gotten a draw from this match. Maybe they could have tried, and maybe one mistake could have led to a goal. Because Kevin De Bruyne's chance that he had, Van Dijk of all people made a mistake.
Yeah,
That's how football is. They could have scored
yeah,
one goal, and then that would be it. But look at the mistake they did. Look at how the penalty came about. Like it shows clear that defensively there's a problem. Like the defense is struggling. So what do you think?
yeah, yeah. You throw in more defenders and you expect they do the work for you, but today it wasn't meant to be for them. Like I'm saying, I don't know if it's psychological, whether it's lack of confidence, or they are just tired of winning. Honestly, there's no better explanation to this game because they keep making amateur mistakes, gifting away balls, making bad tackles in very, very like tight and delicate areas. So what explanation can one give to this? It's so unusual of City. Even during their even Pep's first year at City, he wasn't that bad defensively. But right now, it's like they are shipping in too many goals, conceding 4-0 against Tottenham, 2-0 against Liverpool. The worst of it all was the Feyenoord game. I still cannot imagine how that happened. So I'm trying to find a reason for that, and it's still hard. I think, see, it's one of those things where you need a dip to remind yourself that, hey, after all, you are humans, you are mortal, so you have to also pinch yourself and say, yes, right now I'm back to my senses. Let me just get the job done at the moment. But if they don't take care, they might end up where they are not supposed to be, because we are going to get
Should
busy.
I add salt to injury? Do you know their next match? Their next match is against Nottingham Forest.
Just imagine. This is another relentless team. They don't
They're going to
they don't
defend
stop
for their
until the
lives
final
and
whistle.
counter like crazy. Because the only team that Liverpool has lost to are the ones they're going to meet.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see what's going
in in football, it will surprise you that maybe they are going to get a better result against them. But it's not an easy task for them, because Nottingham has
You know
shown,
Espirito Santo. You are
yes.
underestimating
And
that man.
yeah, it's true. Even Nuno, when he had Wolves, I think he
Ah,
scored Manchester City home and away
this
in
man,
one of his seasons. So he knows them
counter-attack
very well.
specialist against a broken Man City team. You are going to see.
He
You
has
are
he
going
has
to
he has
see.
solid attackers. Gibbs White and Chris Wood, they will combine and give you a goal right now. So
So the
Pep
question
should,
is that Liverpool is winning the league, right? We are all agreeing
for
because
now. I don't see any of Chelsea or Arsenal closing in on them. Chelsea, Arsenal will do their thing, but Liverpool they keep winning. There's an X factor, and they do it easily. How they do it, kudos to Ancelot.
look, it's like they have phases in the match. The
Yeah,
first phase today, what I saw, the first phase, relentless, and then they got the goal. They relax. They pass it among themselves. So they rest within the match.
yeah,
They rested and then came back the second half. Now they have the first goal. They know you are desperate. You need a win. They don't need a
yes,
win. So they started defending, soaking the pressure, counter attack. It's like it's a team that the coach has made sure that they know how to do everything in football. So
yeah.
they
Like I'm
can
saying,
defend, they can counter, they can hold the possession, they can
yeah,
play this pressing football. It's like they know everything. So it is so their team is like the perfect team now currently.
at the moment, yes.
We should all go to Nuno and see how we can win against them.
Yeah, it's not easy playing Real Madrid and City in a space of like 4 or 5 days. It's not
And
easy how
winning,
to rest players,
winning,
and he's won both games without conceding.
yes, comfortably.
They are all handicap goals, bro. It's a good job the man is doing. If you're a Liverpool fan at the moment, you should feel proud and be happy. You're chilling.
So Liverpool fans, so are you winning the double, like Champions League and Premier? Because they are on top of the two now. So are
Yeah,
you
they
winning
can.
the Champions League and then the Premier League? I want to see your comments. So I think the two of us we are jealous of you guys so much.
Of course.
We are jealous. It's good we are not rivals, so we can talk. If it was United, I would die. Gosh, or Arsenal. So you guys are doing well. I want to see your comments. We did a special for you because what you did tonight was exceptional. I want to see your comments. I want you to share to your friends and all that, and then subscribe if you've not subscribed. I see you again. I think Wednesday there are matches. We will see if we could do something for you guys. It is tough in midweek. It is difficult. In midweek, it's very difficult. But for the love of the game, we would try and do something for you guys. So see you then in our next upload, and then we love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.